Good morning. Ooh. Welcome to another few days in my Madeira life, living on an island. My name is Izzy, if you're new here. I try and make vlogs. Do I get them out every week? I'm not sure. You're probably seeing this way in the future because right now I'm editing like Madeira Days number 2. But anyway, today I want to have a relatively chill day. I think I'm just going to chill by the pool, read some stuff. I really want to get stuck back into the Song of Achilles. I kind of like took a slight break because it was starting to feel a little bit emotionally challenging, if you will. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I'll not lie to you. That day when I started vlogging, it was a complete write-off, and so were the days preceding it. I freaking love this island, and I really love my life here, but the problem is that I'm a little bit burnt out. I'm just really tired. I'm a little bit stressed with my work at the moment. It's such a cool island, and it feels like you should be spending every single minute of every single day making the most of it. But like, I just can't keep up quite with doing that. So I've got a work-life balance, but I don't have a work-life relax balance necessarily. I do think it's healthy sometimes to let yourself get bored. I'm going through a complete business restructure at the moment where I've obviously got this virtual assistant business and it's great. It's not my passion, but it does afford me to be able to work remotely and be a digital nomad, and I think I'm good at it, but it's not what I want to do forever. So I've been taking classes like every single day, trying to learn little bits of design, like web design, graphic design, and brand strategy, because I want to be able to start offering like really creative design services in my business. But it does mean that means that I need to be attracting a kind of a different sort of clientele ever so slightly. It's just a lot of work and it's a little bit stressful because at some point there's going to be a crossover where I'm going to have to scale down just a few of my clients in the VA business so that I've got time to take on a design client if I need to. And it's just fucking terrifying. Like, everyone keeps saying to me how impressive it is that I've got this business and stuff, but I've got so much imposter syndrome in regards to it. I feel like it's just gonna all crumble under my feet any day. It feels like the whole thing was just a fluke and that, I don't know, it was just luck. And I worked so hard on this business, like I really did. I made it during lockdown, during the pandemic, when there was nothing else to do. I'd given up my London flat because I'd stopped working in film because of the pandemic. I'd moved home and I had all this time in the world to make this business. And that in itself is a privilege. The fact that I could move back in with my parents was a privilege. Like, not everyone has the time and the kind of the buffer, if you will, of parents who allow you to, have the time to create something like this. And I'm not saying that I didn't work hard, because I really did, but I can also appreciate that I had one hell of a step up from a lot of other people because I had time privilege and I had essentially parent privilege where they let me stay at home. For 3 months whilst I was building up this business, I worked as a delivery girl. I was delivering parcels in the UK. I promised I didn't throw anything over any fences. And so I would literally do that during the day and then I'd come back and work on my business. What I'm trying to say is that creating a business is a job in itself, and with this pivot towards trying to introduce design services, it does feel like I'm almost starting a lot of my business again, and that in itself is a job. So it feels like I'm working 2 jobs and I'm trying to enjoy the island and stay sane, and yeah, it's just a bit of a balance I haven't necessarily found yet. But anyway, I need to get to work. I'm also trying to figure out a visa extension, which is stressing me out. I should have done it weeks ago. I was planning on doing it weeks ago, but I just keep putting it off because I hate calling people up and I don't speak very good Portuguese yet, so I just feel like it's going to be a bit of carnage on the phone. Alas, I'm going to work from the vineyard today, so maybe I'll take you along the way with me for a little bit. I think Una's going to come and work as well, so we'll see. cooking as I was in the kitchen earlier, which I can dip in and out of the pool with. I just really want to show you these tiles on the bathroom wall because you've probably seen them in a vlog so far anyway, but if you can see the whole design of this bathroom is really, really lovely, but I'm obsessed with like patterned tiles, and it just makes me think that like when I'm older I really want to find really interesting tiles from all over the world and use them to make my bathroom, and if I ever move I will be taking them with me. When you live somewhere and you don't just kind of holiday there, it becomes your life, and life can actually have good days and bad days. And unfortunately, I'm having some bad days. I had like a little bit like an overwhelm last night. I was just, you know, I've been out every single night since I got here, and I am an introvert, and I really do kind of need my time alone to recharge. And I was at like this social jam event last night. I just got really overwhelmed and felt like I was gonna have a panic attack, so I had to leave. I feel like I'm having one now, to be fair. I think basically I've just majorly burnt out, and obviously a lot of these vlogs, and I'm living in an amazing place and doing really amazing things, and I feel like I should be happy all the time, but I'm not. And it's times like this when I feel really alone, and yeah. I know that it will pass in a few days, but God, I had an awful night's sleep last night. I felt like I was just constantly on the verge of a panic attack, like every single breath I was like I was gasping for air. And it's a real come down because I haven't felt like this since I got here. I've been riding on this massive honeymoon high sort of thing, and yeah, I think just the reality of like moving country alone is kind of like caught up with me. How many weeks later? 6 weeks later. But I'm gonna take it easy today. I'm just Una's gonna come around and work again. But yeah, that's why this week's vlog is a bit of a mess. I'm sure I'll structure it somehow, but bear with me. Welcome to like my third attempt at filming a video. I'm not gonna lie, just been a bit of a mess the last few days. I think I can't even remember what I said in like the last time I tried to film, but I've had just a couple of days where like it's been a little bit like just everything's been a bit overwhelming, and I think I'm having some like leftover residual sort of like, oh my god, I've moved country and I feel overwhelmed sort of feelings kind of bubble up to the surface. I've had quite a stressful work week and a half, a few really difficult clients. You're seeing me like 2 months ago, and I'm changing like every single day, every single week. So you're seeing like a very past version of me. Just been socializing so much, which I'm so grateful for, but I burnt out socially, and I just felt very overwhelmed and whatnot. So I'm taking the day today to just really have an indulgent nothing day. Just quickly trying to down some fruit before I go. I feel like on the whole, I haven't eaten massively healthy here. However, my fruit intake has gone through the roof. Let me give you a fruit tour. So, I've got a cheeky grapefruit there, a load of fruit I cut up this morning that I've just been picking out all day. And then, I mean, Lord knows what any of this is. Apricot maybe? Not sure. Peach? Maybe? No. I don't know. It's all good though, it's all really good. And then I've got a little cheeky mango in there as well. Yeah.
was so good. It was exactly what I needed. We went to that cafe and worked for like 2 or 3 hours, and then we were just like, let's just really quickly check out the waterfall, and just bear in mind that it's already like a mini hike to even get to that like mountain cafe, which we weren't anticipating. Turns out the car park wasn't as close as I thought. But we were like, let's just really quickly check out 25 fountains. It was ended up being like a 4-kilometer walk, like, is it each way? I don't know. Anyway, we got there, absolutely incredible. On the way back, we were like, oh, let's take a shortcut. Turns out the shortcut just means kind of like going very steeply up a mountain. And we did it, and it was great. But it ended up being like a 3.5-hour hike in the end. But you know what, it was so magical. And there was, when we got to the top of the mountain, back to the car, there was the most incredible sunset and just like random cows and just really surreal. It was just exactly what I needed. And like, I feel so back to being like happy and energized again. And like, if I wake up tomorrow and feel anxious and shitty, it's fine. Anxiety isn't linear, unfortunately. But anyway, I'm gonna end this video here. I'm not quite sure what this is going to end up as. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it wasn't too depressing. If you did like it, give it a like. Maybe even subscribe. I'd love to hang out again. I promise I'll be a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more high energy next time. But for now, have a great day.